Rim Country News brought to you by Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. Same stop, different horses since 1916. And by Terlucas and Brandt, CPA PLLC, with a long history of providing quality CPA services right here in Rim Country. On this Thursday, December 9th, for Tano TV, KRIM Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson with your Rim Country News headlines. Well, yesterday we reported on that arrest of a young couple for burglary and other charges following a break-in up in the Alpine Heights neighborhood in Payson. Well, there's more. Just after press time yesterday, Payson police issued yet another release regarding the same couple. Now this time for some even more serious and troubling reasons. Police report that last Friday, officers responded to a call of 3 juveniles, 15, 16, and 17 years of age, smoking fentanyl pills in the bathroom at Rumsey Park. One of the juveniles became ill and vomited. The juveniles were evaluated by Payson Fire Department and Lifeline ambulance personnel, and then they were released back to their parents, but they are facing various charges. Well, an investigation into who had been supplying the dangerous drug to these juveniles in our community started, and that's where our familiar couple from yesterday's burglary story come back into the picture. 32-year-old Stephen Ryan and 21-year-old Jessica Brodzinski were booked once again into the Gila County Jail on 3 counts each of involving a minor in a drug offense. That's a Class 2 felony. Payson PD is pleading with the local community to talk to your kids about where they are, who they're hanging out with, and what they're doing. They say all of the parents of the minors involved in this case were unaware that their children were involved in this kind of activity. Well, police also report that they've seen a steady rise in fentanyl-related overdoses and deaths as these drugs become more and more prevalent in our community. Well, in other news close to home, as we also reported earlier this week, officials have started ignitions again on the prescribed burn up in the Camp Lomia area up in Pine. Well, yesterday crews were continuing the broadcast burn along with some piles left over from prior fuels reduction work. Heavier fuels in this project area, they say, will create visible smoke to the Mogollon Rim area, including, of course, the communities of Pine and Strawberry. So, that's the smoke you've been seeing. And, well, speaking of looking up into the skies, we do have some rain and higher elevation snow on tap for Rim Country today and tonight. And as well, the folks at APS are always training year-round to get out and get power back on when snow-related outages happen. Now, while APS is ready to make repairs after storm damage, winter weather can disrupt electrical service, so that utility recommends customers take some steps now to be prepared before a winter emergency ever happens. Now, they suggest to download the APS app or visit aps.com/outage center and sign up for APS outage alerts and receive text or email updates about power outages. They also suggest that you update your contact information with APS to ensure that you receive important information. They say you should also create a power outage safety kit that includes items like a flashlight, extra batteries, portable cell phone charger, battery-powered radio, first aid kit, and water. And of course, you should also keep important phone numbers, such as those of medical providers, family, friends, and APS, stored on your cell phone or by your home phone. And as this weather unfolds, customers can report outages and electrical emergencies by calling APS's 24/7 outage hotline at 602-371-3680. They say if you use life-sustaining medical equipment that requires electricity, call to register at the APS Medical Care Program at 602-371-7171, and that'll alert APS of your needs in the event of an outage. And of course, you should think about stocking up on water and non-perishable food items. If you have an electrical garage door, be sure you know how to open it manually and make plans to check on your neighbors. Well, coming up in Rim Country weather, winter storm system. Now, that's going to be bringing gusty winds, sharply colder temperatures, and a round of rain and snow this afternoon through early Friday. A complete report on what you can expect for the next 7 days is coming up next. You're watching Rim Country News. Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination. Jake started out as an Arizona stage stop way back in 1916, and folks have been stopping here ever since. Jake's also has been famous as a popular stopping spot for travelers headed to Rim Country or Roosevelt Lake. But as more people discover this historic stop, more and more, it becomes the destination. It was even featured in the 2008 movie Jake's Corner and later featured at the Sedona Film Festival. Ice-cold beers from the tap, imported or specialty beers, a generously stocked full bar, and great food that keeps you wanting to come back again and again. Enjoy a game of pool inside or step out and enjoy the covered patio and outdoor bar with live entertainment and much more. We hope to see you soon at one of the most historic stopping spots in Arizona, Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination.
Hi, I'm Michael Dowling with the Old County Inn and Pinewood Tavern. So we've been using Terlucas and Brandt probably for the last 4 years. They've been really awesome to work with, Amy and Marguerite. They do everything now from pretty much all of our payroll needs, pay all of our taxes. They even help us on Fridays to pick up our checks, which is great since they're local. But I pretty much use them for everything. They've been awesome to work with, and they take off all the things I don't have to worry about as far as taxes go, so I can concentrate on my business. But as for now, they're pretty much doing all of my personal taxes, all of our payroll needs, all of our business taxes, and very affordable and just awesome to work with, and they're local. So we really appreciate them, and they've been a great partner with us so far.
Well, taking a look now at your Rim Country 7-day weather forecast. Well, the first widespread winter storm system of the season is on track to affect Arizona later today through the first half of Friday. Overall, there's really been little change to the forecast over the last 24 hours, with variations and uncertainty in snow levels near populated areas always the most tricky part of the forecast. Well, this is resulting in some uncertainty in snow amounts for higher elevation areas like the Grand Canyon, South Rim, and Flagstaff and Williams, but the main message continues to be the threat of poor travel conditions at higher elevations, especially tonight through early Friday morning, regardless of the exact snow amounts. Now at 3 a.m. this morning, the main trough axis was beginning to move on to the west coast near central California. Over our region, moist, low-level southwesterly flow is increasing, with low upslope stratus decks developing over the higher terrain, including Flagstaff and the Grand Canyon areas. Now, this is going to persist throughout the day as the trough axis moves to near the western Arizona border by early this evening. As the trough and cold front move across the state tonight, widespread precip will develop. General liquid equivalent precipitation amounts of 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch above the 6,000 foot elevation, with 0.20 to a 1/2 inch for the valleys. The exception could be the valleys north of the Mogollon Rim, including Winslow and St. John's, in the rain shadow due to downsloping, and that's where our forecast amounts are really less than 0.15 inch. Now, as for snow amounts, timing of the colder air entering from the west is going to be critical. Forecast trends have been for a bit slower arrival of the colder air, resulting in a good portion of the early evening precipitation expected to fall as rain or a rain-snow mix at elevations in the 6,500 to 7,000 foot range. So current forecast snow amounts are still in the 1 to 4 inch range between 6 and 7,000 feet, with higher amounts of 4 to 6 inches above the 7,500 foot elevation along the Mogollon Rim. Now, slightly colder air over the northern third of the state should allow for higher accumulations, and we have winter weather advisories in effect for the Kaibab Plateau and the Chusca Mountains for 4 to 8 inches above the 6,000 foot elevation. Now, winds will also be a factor today and tonight, with speeds of 15 to 25 miles an hour and gusts 30 to 40 miles an hour for many areas, with some blowing snow at higher elevations. Now, this system is a quick mover, and precipitation is forecast to end before 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, northwest of a Payson to Kayenta line, and then by noon tomorrow over eastern Arizona. High country roads are likely to be slick in the morning, but improve throughout the day. Highs on Friday, not quite as cold as earlier projected, in the upper 30s for the mountains with the 40s to 50s at the lower elevations. Now, high pressure builds over the region through the weekend into Monday, with daytime temperatures gradually warming back to above normal once again. Overnight lows will be on the cool side, especially Saturday morning, with clear skies and light winds. Another storm system is likely to impact the region sometime next Tuesday or Wednesday, but it's still too early to get specific about precip amounts or snow levels, so stay tuned over the next few days. As that gets a little closer, we'll have more details for you. Meanwhile, highs and lows around Rim Country today, well, they should be looking something like this. Here in Payson today, we have a 30% chance of showers after 11 a.m., increasing clouds with a high near 54. Light and variable winds becoming southwest 11 to 16 miles an hour in the morning. Winds could gust as high as 25 miles an hour this afternoon. Tonight, those winds are going to hang around, and our chance for precip goes up to a 100% chance for rain. Now, the white stuff is expected to stay up at just a little bit higher elevation than Payson, so it's going to be mostly in the form of rain, as best we can tell so far. Our overnight low in Payson tonight should be right around 36 degrees. Now, it's a bit different up on top of the rim at Forest Lakes. They have a slight chance for rain up there today with a high near 45, but by late this afternoon, that rain is expected to turn into snow, and by tonight, they too have a 100% chance for precipitation, all in the form of snow. And with the winds up there, the National Weather Service says there's a pretty good chance for blowing snow up there tonight, making travel even more treacherous. Now, the low up on top of the rim tonight should be right around 28 degrees in Forest Lakes. Now, as we drop south down into the deserts of Tonto Basin, just a slight chance for a shower during the day today down there today, with an expected high near 66. Tonight, Tonto's going to join the rest of Rim Country in a 100% chance for precip, but as is almost always the case, it'll always be in the form of rain down there for the most part, with their overnight low tonight right around 44 degrees. And that's what's happening around Rim Country. For Tonto TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Get out there and make it a great Friday Eve.